show about to go on? I know we're all having a wonderful time.
Universal chaos.
That's good. Trying to create an atmosphere here. It's quite difficult in your conversation to be so. You know what I mean? Trying to create a vibe here. Please welcome your favourite new guru, the hero that the world really needs right now. Destiny has brought me here, so I want everybody to make a whole lot of noise and welcome to the stage, Bill Egan! Yeah! Yeah! Let's do it! Get up! Hands up! Let's do it! Stand up! Punch in the air! And bring the voice! Come on, Rosie Free Hardstyle, baby! Get up! Yeah! Tonight's the first night of the rest of your life! We're doing it! Yeah! Yeah! It's time to improve! Woo! Hi, my name's Bill. Who are you, guys? Let's start with you right there. What's your full name and date of birth?
I'm Lucy Price, the 11th of April 95.
Lucy Price, 11th of April 95. Cool, go. Lucy Price, pretty good name to have, I reckon.
Thank you.
Are you successful?
I don't know.
You don't know. Let's get into that. Let's talk. Do you have a job?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a tick right there, eh? There's a bit of success. Good start. What do you do?
I work in sustainability.
Oh, I see why you're like, I'm not sure if I'm successful. Great ideas. Is anyone ever going to take to them? I don't know. Yeah, but yeah, it's good at you. You're out there trying. You know, do you wash your recycling before you put it in the bin?
I do, my housemate doesn't.
Oh! But that's annoying. You're just like, what? Do you know what actually happens to the recycling once, like, they get there? Is there somebody's job? Just being like, I still got a peanut butter in this jar. Feed it to the whales. Then fuck it, put it in the Pacific. Is that what happens? Or?
Essentially, yeah.
That actually happens.
Yeah.
Shit. And what about the clean stuff? Does that actually?
I reckon.
Do people actually
Are you
recycle?
early in the show for this?
You're right. Good. Not only are you good at sustainability, they're probably pretty savvy when it comes to, creating a narrative for performing arts. Good. Lucy Price, everybody. Yeah. This is beautiful, flowing mane of hair. It would be absolutely remiss of me not to just. I'm going to stare at it all night. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to look at it. The way that you guys probably can't see because the lights are, but the way that hair shines up at me right here is it's elven. Is what. Does that make sense? I just watched Lord of the Rings once, so I think they all look like that, don't they? Anyway, what's your full name and date of birth?
Callum Madru, 27/6/1992.
Callum Madru. Ooh. Callum Madru. Do you write romance novels? Callum Madru with a golden mane and beautiful romance hair.
Southern
But you could. Nice. Cool. What's your star sign?
Good question. No idea.
What's the date of the birth that you have?
June.
Well asked question. That's how we talk in the self, how it works. Sometimes it's riddles. June, that would make you, that's it, Pisces? No. Oh, I've definitely lost the respect. I felt this, I had a lot of emotional intelligence. When I said that, I could feel this pain of just hatred. Pain! Anyway, so that's Gemini. Sick car, Gemini, isn't it? Fuck yeah. Driven to Jenny. Oh, that's good. And what's going wrong in your life that you ended up here tonight?
See you.
Oh, I don't know how to do. What about you, man, at the back? Just a lot of alpha male, big dick energy coming from that back corner of the room over there. What's your full name and date of birth?
Fraser Dempsey.
Fraser Dempsey.
Yeah, that's
Well, there's some high flyers in tonight. Some good names. What do you do with yourself, Fraser Dempsey?
me. Stop.
All right, I'll see you later. It's the last night of my show, and yeah, I felt you knew what was going to happen. You was like, last show. I don't know what they're going to do. No, I don't condone. I literally condone. You do you. Okay, that's what. It's actually speaking of self-help. I was was hoping for a woo. Normally, I was just weird thing about Australian audiences if somebody drinks a beer, they normally get a cheer. That was the only reason I did that. I don't even like beer. I just wanted you to like me. Alright, Fraser Dempsey, you cool man. Good stuff. We got a lot of name privilege so far, I think. Yeah, we don't talk about that, do we? Talk about a lot of different types of privilege in society. You know, some people just get born into certain types of privilege. Like I have male privilege. That's one. I have that. It's pretty cool. It's working out well for me. It's not as important this time of year, but come winter time. Because I know it's tough being a lady, isn't it? It's hard. All those cold winter's days. Waiting for a big full luscious beard like Fraser Dempsey's growing away. It's hard. Male privilege. So I walk around middle of winter time being like, yeah, I got male privilege growing out of my chin. That's one of the sorts of privilege I have. Another sort of privilege I have, white privilege. Also, another good privilege to have. Really enjoy that one. Like being white, it's not, you know what I mean? If you're a person of colour, you're not necessarily going to get beaten up by the police, are you? But can you go around giving little thumbs up like this? Without, you know, a little bit of suspicion, right? Sometimes I do it, I just feel like, because statistically they're not all bad, not all the police are doing a bad job, right? Some of them will be doing a good job, so I just go, yeah, good stuff ladies. 2023, women can be police officers now. And men can be kindergarten teachers, which is good for a great time of their life. So yeah, love white privilege, because it is hard. It is much harder being a person of colour in this society, isn't it? I know this from first-hand experience. I went to a fancy dress party as a black person not that long ago. And no one wanted to talk to me all night. It's hard. It's hard. It's tough. You know, we got a lot of sorts of privilege. Some people have different battles, but we all face battles, don't we, guys? That's about the right time of the show for that, Lucy, I think. You know, so it sort of shifted gears down to the real bit. You reckon it's too soon for that, or you reckon we're ready to get real? You know how before we were talking about recycling, and you were like, I think it's too soon. Do you think we're ready to sort of break it down into like an emotional part now?
No.
You think we should just do a couple more jokes first? Okay. I disagree.
It's your show, man.
It's our show. We're in this together. You know, we're all a unit now. You know, we're all reflections of each other's consciousness at this point in time. You know what I mean? Can we get some like cool light effects, please? Second.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, that's good. That's a nice mystical vibe. I want to tell you guys one story. Like many stand-up comedians, I had a battle with depression. But unlike most comedians, I won. So I'm going to tell you guys how I did it. Some of the little tricks, tips that I've got that made this happen. That's right. Where do you get the confidence to wear a gold silk shirt in public? Online meditation. You can do some affirmations on YouTube. They're all free. You put some headphones in, you listen to them. There'll be a voice being like, "You are a success magnet." You're like, "Fuck, no, man." Gets into your subconscious. So now my self-worth is like, I have a pretty high sense of self-worth. It's backed up by absolutely nothing. It's like cryptocurrency. Backed up by nothing. But let's get into it. Let's talk about some meditation. I think what we do to start off the night. Does anyone here already meditate? Got any meditators in the house? Hey, there's no shame. You know what I mean? You're just like, you fucking meditate, tell them that the weird shit you do in the bathroom. Dobbing him in, like, there's no shame about meditating. In about 5 minutes time, we'll have all meditated. That's what we're going to do. Not too many songs. Did I accidentally delete the net? Oh no, there it is. Maybe just some quiet, yeah. So I'm going to get everybody now to close down their eyes. Close your eyes. You're only going to get out what you put in. By sitting there with your eyes open, you're doing it for not just yourself, but everybody else. You're creating a vibe. If you think you're too close your eyes. Yeah. We're just going to start with some breaths. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. Just continue doing that all throughout this exercise. Now we're going to do some visualization. I want you to imagine that you're it's a layer of awareness, the most relaxing of all angles. So we're going to go down to the recording so that for the purposes of relaxation, the most relaxing angle is the mind. So I want you to visualize. Imagine that you're lying back, beautiful, comfortable beanbag. Not just some chair we got from high school beanbag that we used to have extra fun to use. Keep your eyes shut. No, it's every time you open your eyes, you're going to breathe out the sleeves. Yeah, that's perfect. Back to the beanbag. This is a good quality beanbag. Visualising not one of those shitty beanbags where you wriggle your bum a bit, the beans go to either side, and you're left with 2 layers of composite knitted fabric between your eyes and your floor. It's a high quality beanbag where visualising lying back into now. Probably to my here. It's got a name like Roscoe the Derby. All the dots on the R's, and you're lying through an O. Funny looking language. One golly gosh today is on a fine bit of furniture in that part of the world. And feel that beanbag underneath you. Now we're doing some visualization. I want you to imagine that you're walking through a forest. Beautiful forest. Look at the trees. Smell the grass. It's nice. Keep that breathing going. Keep that breathing going. Now we're walking through the forest. In front of us is a clearing. We're going to walk into the clearing. When suddenly in front of us appears a beautiful white pony. But not just any ordinary pony. Not just your run-of-the-mill, oak-baked pony. We're talking about, it's got wings. It's got a horn on its head. That's right, it's a unicorn. We're going to walk up to that unicorn, pat him on the nose, give him an apple. Oh, he loves that. Help him, yeah. And then he says, "Hi, why don't you climb up on top of me, take me for a ride?" And you do. And it's then that you realise you're completely naked. Nothing but the feeling of fresh air blowing against your body. You're on top of the pony, and you can feel it. And he looks back at you, you're like, "Are you sure this is okay?" He winks. He says, "That's okay. You can ride me bareback. My name's Big Boy. I'm your unicorn. Let's go." I want you to imagine feeling Big Boy's pulsating equine energy between your thighs. Silky white, beautiful fur just scraping delicately against your thighs. Feel that power. Feel the blood pulsating through the Big Boy. Feel that equine energy. We're going for a fly. Big Boy says, "Hold on tight now. We're going flying." He trots. He gallops. He canters. Maybe not specifically in that order. I don't know. Basically, he accelerates and then he takes flight. And up we go. You're flying over the forest. Animals are looking up at you. Possums are looking up, being like, "Oh, I wonder I'd like to go on a unicorn flight." Birds are flying by. "Oh, how good. Welcome to the sky. It's great up here. Keep your fucking eyes shut." Now, Big Boy's about to do some tricks. He said, "Hold on tight." And for the purposes of the visualization, it's going to help to use your physical body. I want you to reach out in front of you, maybe one hand, maybe 2 hands, and grab hold of Big Boy's horn. Grab hold of that horn. Grab hold of the horn. You can use your can if it helps you visualize. Now we're going to go for a spin. We're going left. We're going right. He's doing a barrel roll. We're doing tricks now. Now he looks to you and he says, "If you milk me like a cow, rainbows come out." So we're going to milk Big Boy like a cow. We're milking rainbows out of Big Boy's horn. Rainbows of love and kindness and acceptance and forgiveness on everybody that would ever mean to us. Every chef who ever said that we weren't going to make it, that we were nothing, and you'll never be decent. Everyone who ever said, you know what, I don't fucking like your hair, or something like that. Why have we stopped milking? We're milking rainbows of love and kindness, and people said, I don't know, stand-up comedy's for you, mate. Well, yeah, well, fuck, we're spraying rainbows all over them. And I want to talk about it. Wow, you guys are amazing. Well done. Give yourselves a round of applause for that. Who are you milking rainbows on? I'm just lubricating my voice. It sounds a lot better when it's lubricated. Can you hear that now? Lubricated voice, much better, much easier to listen to. So I have a thing called ADD, which I diagnosed myself from a TikTok. No, that's just a gag. It was a website called Excuses for Who You Are as a Person. I ticked all the boxes. But yeah, no, I was never medicated as a kid. Like it was inconclusive. My parents took me like one psychologist. They were like, yeah, it could be ADD. I don't bring it back in a year. They were like, no, you're right. Here I am. So yeah, I never medicated as a kid. I found out later on in life when I tried meth. And all my mates were like, oh, I feel fucking amazing. Let's cross the lights when they're not even green. And I just wanted to do my year 9 math. So the reason I'm saying all this is sometimes I will go on tangents, but don't worry, we're gonna back to where we were before. So who are you milking rainbows and fires? No? These are your family now. These are we're a unit. We don't have to hold our trauma inside. We're here to share, we're here to grow, we're here to learn through you. No? Okay, I'll tell you what's going on here. This right here is the circle of growth. The circle of growth. Okay? And most of you are in here, right? That's good. You're out here. Okay, that's good. You're going to need to see some steps towards. But right now you're out there. You understand? So I'll give you one more go. I'll be milking rainbows and. We'll get there. We will get there. Okay? Good. It's hard, isn't it? Life can be really, really hard. So some of the things that I like to do to make life better. Are you guys familiar with the work of our Lord and Saviour, Jordan B. Peterson? Let's have, was that a boo? Was that a yay? Boo? You know, no, not fans of Jordy P? No? Give us a cheer. Who loves Jordan Peterson? Yeah. We got a couple of people over here. That's fine. Hey, just because they're outnumbered, we're not going to turn this into a hate crime, alright? Love and tolerance, radical listening, etc. And then you guys, what? You know who Jordan Peterson is? You're probably going to hate the next 5 minutes. Do we have critical mass? Do enough people know who Jordan Peterson is? Yeah? Alright. Culture wars, man, they're really raging, aren't they? Really, really kicking off the culture wars. Because everybody wants to, the media, the internet, wants to portray life as black and white, us and them. We've destroyed the nuance, we've destroyed the shades of grey. Now Jordan Peterson, obviously very unpopular in certain circles, he has some opinions, which I personally don't agree with. I think a lot of his opinions are horrible. But he has some very important words to say, so I thought that I would read for you some of the words of Jordan Peterson. And let you decide for yourself whether he is just such a bad guy after all. If you get invited to a potluck, short casserole dinner, don't bring a fucking pasta salad for Christ's sakes. Have some pride, have some dignity, have some self-respect. Don't just go to the cupboard and have a rummage around in there. Oh, good, you have a bag of San Remo spirale curly pasta. Maybe just dunk these in some hot water, stick them in the fridge for a bit, and add some half-rotten vegetables from the crisp to them. Oh, you sliced your cherry tomatoes in half. Have you been good? What you're bringing to the table here is you're taking a bite-sized vegetable and you're making it slightly smaller. Oh, good for you. Oh, you've torn your basil? You haven't cut your basil? Why? Because you saw some pasty Cockney geezer called Jamie Oliver on the TV? Or did you tear that basil because you're a lazy piece of shit and can't use tools for your own survival? Come on, buddy boy. You're better than that. They can make you a Mornay. Chef made apricot chicken for crying out loud. You brought pasta salad? What sort of message do you think counter. It screams, if this is how disappointing my contributions to meals are, imagine how little I bring in the bedroom. You want your friends to eat like that? That's how you want to be thought of? The pasta salad guy? Bringing the Patreon Mill divorce jacks who gave up all hope? What are you, carbo loading for a Limp Bizkit concert? Or are you going to a respectable mirror with worthwhile people? Anyway, so I think... Yeah, change your tunes now, haven't you? Well, maybe he's not such a bad guy after all. Tarot cards. Anyone ever had the tarot cards read before? Yeah?
Yeah.
How'd you go?
Fantastic.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Nice. What's your favourite card?
I don't know.
Tonight? They're pretty good. They're all pretty good, aren't they? It's a lot to remember. 72. There's a lot of stuff to remember. Luckily, I watched a YouTube video about it, so I'm now qualified. So I thought I'd just get a volunteer from the audience and we'll do some really important, life-changing tarot cards with it. Who wants tarot cards? Who wants this? Alright, let's try that again. Who wants to have your tarot cards read? Wait, yeah, I thought so. Welcome to the stage. What's your full name and date of birth, sir?
Emil Smith.
Emil Smith. Give it up for Emil Smith. Emil Smith, welcome. 14th of October. Take a seat. Make yourself comfortable. Have a sip of my beer if you want. Where's it gone?
There it is.
Oh, yeah. That nasty virus is gone. Let's share now.
Beautiful.
Delicious. Okay, so this is probably more the vibe now. So tarot cards, if you don't know, they're little pictures on cards that were drawn in kind of cosmic way, and they represent cosmic energy that flows within us, and each of the cards represent different aspects of that cosmic energy. So I'm going to get you to select 3 cards for us, and I will analyse them. It's, yeah, a lot of cards, but also a good amount. Because 4 cards is an even number, and for some reason people don't like even numbers as much as odd numbers. That's
I feel like I've got the wrong door to tattletales.
no, it's everyone's doing it these days.
Everyone's doing it, like,
Yeah. This is like what remember what misogyny was to comedy like 10 years ago? It's tarot cards now. We've moved on. We're woke. It's not just like fucking what? Now it's tarot. It's what's happening with comedy. Alright. And this man here looks, actually I've got to put on Mr. Cat. He looks a lot like me, actually. I've seen him. Yeah, he's juggling swords.
That looks like the head chef at my work.
Yeah, he's probably, when you're juggling the knives like
Chef's
that.
knives, yeah.
Yeah. Is he a trustworthy man, the head chef of your work?
Oh, I love Sam.
He's not, he's a chef.
You should meet his younger brother.
Yeah?
He's a dick one.
Yeah? What's his favourite drug?
Favourite drug? Coke, I'd say.
What's yours?
Just caffeine.
Cafe? Why not?
Goes up.
Good stuff. Yeah, coffee's delicious. That's me. Right there, I think you've chosen me. And these knives represent juggling, sort of inadequacy and lack of actual knowledge. Yeah, potentially. Yeah, you can hold it up. This one, it's Pikachu! It's not, it's a little guy. It's I don't know what they're up to, that kind of girl. I think they're buying drugs. I reckon that's drug deal going down right there. But they're like inexperienced drug users, you know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about, crazy. Just like, they're people just like, first time drug buyers, scary people sell drugs. They're there being like, what do we do? Do we ask for a sample first? What if he rips us off? It doesn't happen, doesn't it? Discord and stuff. There's a lot of nasty people. Drug use used to be an honest trade. Now it's I don't actually do as much drugs as I make it sound like.
It's those crazy cocaine eyes.
Okay, so those are the swords that I was juggling previously. And that's you, the audience. That's me ruining the show by my lack of knowledge of tarot and enthusiasm for first-time drug use. So let's go through this together. So you work in hospitality.
Unfortunately.
So that's what happens when you fuck up, I guess. Or it used to, actually. No, hospitality is, what's interesting about hospitality is these days, it's like a massive labour shortage. Does anyone have a job with a labour shortage in it? Oh, it's so good. You're never going to get fired. You can get away with fucking anything. I'm supposed to be at work right now. That's how great it is. Massive labour shortage in hospitality. It's great. You know, I remember a time when, like, waitresses, anyone worked in hospitality? And shit, right? And the chefs were drunk on their own, well, they were drunk on alcohol and also their own sense of power. And they would just brutalise the wait staff. And everyone was like terrified. Like, oh yes, chef, oh yes, chef. And now they just kind of stand there being like, yeah, look, I'll tell you what, I am going to take that food to the table. I am, yeah, when I'm fucking ready. I'm just going to finish my Chardonnay and doing my nails going, chef. What are you going to do, fire me? Have you heard of a little thing called OnlyFans? I can get paid like 10 times as much just to show pictures of my feet on the internet. Is that what you want? Yeah. OnlyFans, obviously it's great. Giving people agency to take control of their own, you know, get out there, do their own thing, sell their bodies as they see fit. That's great. Terrible for hospitality, wait. Absolutely gutted the hospitality sector. You on OnlyFans?
I'm not.
Could be.
Yeah, I make a lot more money.
Pretty little boy ass like you. I'm ripping on Liam, yeah. They don't know who that is though. I'm psychic. Okay, I knew there was some other stuff going on. You're just like, oh, that seems nasty what he's saying. No, I'm just.
It's okay.
That's what happens when you come early to shows. You know? Sitting there and gossip.
I got here at 12.
Yeah.
And I walked down the corridor and he was here.
So do you think that's going to be you?
Yeah, I reckon by the end of tonight.
Yeah, metaphorically, I'd
Well,
say.
we're stopping serving drinks at 5 a.m. and I'm a bartender, so. Yeah. Dick Dale is the other bartender, but he's not here tonight. So it's just me.
I'm going to round of applause for a hospitality hero. But I think the thing about tarot cards is, if we can just get some gnarly lights. What these cards to me are suggesting is that you need to stop living in other people's shadows. Stop letting other people tell you what to do. Stop telling you how to spend your money. And if you want to buy something, you should just get it. So what I would recommend to you is maybe purchasing some of my exclusive range of billware. That's right, I have merch. These are all handmade by yours truly. You won't get any served in any wars to be the coolest guy in the RSL club in this bad boy. Where did you serve, mate? Nowhere. I'm just here for a serve of the Parmigiana. Yum, yum, yum. Schnitzel Parmigiana. Looking good in your billware. Absolutely. I'll be selling these after the show. See, surprise, I reckon that's about worth a tenner. They're all hand-drawn by myself. I'm ethically sourced. Don't worry, Lucy. Ethically sourced shirts. Give it up for Sager, everybody. See what I did there? Kind of made you feel a bit shit, didn't I?
Like that job.
You know when it's got in your
shirt.
Yeah. You see that's fair. You see why I got in your psyche? You know, I made you feel like less of a person than who you truly are.
I'm never gonna recover.
Advertising. That's what advertising does. It's everywhere now. You can't escape it. Everywhere we look, ads for stuff. You want to catch a bus home, what's next to you? There's a big picture of a Fanta. Saying, hey, you thirsty? You weren't before, were you? You're like, no, I was perfectly satiated in the hydration bar. Thanks, man. And then you're like, well, maybe I'm thirsty. Maybe I want some of that delicious orange beverage. Advertising, it's everywhere. Now it's pouring at us through our photos in the most insidious ways. TikToks and Instagrams. People live better lives than you. It's what they make them think. You know? got to. You can't escape advertising. It's tearing us apart. You can't even go to a comedy show without somebody selling you some of their exclusive range of billware. Win every argument with your partner at Colonnade Shopping Centre with this trendy garment right here. Do you want to be the belle of the ball at the barbecue? Then buy some of my exclusive billware. That's right. You can look as cool as Sega and yeah, that would be great actually. Thank you.
Come on, give me some slack. I didn't sleep last night.
Billware. Become a believer in billware. Oh yeah. Sorry?
It's too tight.
You're just showing off that tight boy rig.
Nothing, man. I'm a barista.
There you go. Hey, thanks. That's good. You can just sit there if you want.
You want me to go down?
No, I think what we do, has everyone had a good time?
Yeah.
We were talking about before about inspirational characters. I was talking about Jordan B. Peterson. I want to talk about another person who inspires me in the life coach realm. Do you guys know who Jocko Willink is? What's that? We got one person. Good. Let me tell you about Jocko. Jocko, he used to be an Navy SEAL and now he's a life coach. That's the trajectory. That generally. It's just like, well, you know, I'm winning some wars, now I'm going to coach some lives. Now he's famous for two things. Number one, he gets up at 4 o'clock every morning. Every morning he gets up and the first thing he does, he takes a selfie, well, not a selfie of his watch, he takes a photo of his watch. It's 4 a.m. and goes for a run. And that's his thing. Got to get a start on the day. Getting up early. That's what real men do. Is what Jocko said. Which I'm sure it's like. I'm sure it's really easy to get up really early in the morning if you've got PTSD. But I ran over a pigeon in my car once, and I had a broken sleep at best. I had bad dreams. So I saw that pigeon everywhere I looked. Imagine that pigeon, but you've shot kids in the face. 4 a.m. in the morning, yeah, that's jolly. He's getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning, he's running away, he's trying to run away, but he can't run away from what he's done. He can't run away from what he's seen. He can coach as many lives as he wants. Jocko, Navy SEAL hero, suffering PTSD in silence, the old-fashioned way. That's one thing Jocko's famous for. But the other thing Jocko's famous for is his mindset. This is the Navy SEAL mindset. What is it? Constant positivity. Anytime anything went wrong out there in the war zone, Jocko would say, good. And he'd flip the situation. Always see the positive side of that situation. His mate's just got his arms blown off. Good. You know that film, Captain Hook? You know, as an example. It's an example of what Jono can do. It's that mindset. We can all use that mindset. This is a dark world, right? It's dark. A lot of dark stuff happening. But we can always see the silver linings on these clouds. So I thought we would do a little bit of an exercise, okay? I want you guys to think of all the dark, terrible things. Maybe it's something that's happening to you. Maybe it's something that's happening in the world at large. And I guarantee you that I will be able to put a positive spin on it. So let's try this. Hey, what's going on? What's terrible? Sorry?
War in Ukraine.
Can I put a positive spin on the war in Ukraine? Have you tried to get a mail order bride recently? Prices are real low. Much cheaper than they used to be. Every time I have an argument with my girlfriend, an ad pops up. And it's like, hey, you don't have to suffer that. You get a mail order bride instead. It's good, a bit of mutual exploitation, okay? Dating out's not for everybody, are they? It's tough time to be sick. Tough time to be sick. Too many questions on Hinge, right? You know what I mean? Tinder, I'm sick of these fuck people. Too many questions on Hinge. Bumble, where's the male agency? Why do I have to let them make the first move? You know what I mean? Dating out's not for everybody. Mail order bride. She needs a new home. You need to get off the dating apps and settle down. That's one positive, I guess, that's come of that awful war. Another thing too is it's really interesting seeing like the way, there's all the different types of fundraising that everybody's been like, we're all chipping in for the war effort in Ukraine. Like I went to Minor 10 a little while ago. You could round for some craft supplies, and you could round up the purchase price at Minor 10. It's amazing all these different businesses that are chipping in their money to a war effort. Like it's like, and for an extra 20 cents, you can round up the purchase price today to send some anti-tank weapons to the Ukraine. Excellent, thanks for doing that. Enjoy your fucking project. We're all tuning into the war effort in different ways. I saw something earlier on in the war. It was quite interesting. It was vegan chicken Kiev. And they're packaging a big Ukraine flag on it now. And they were saying they weren't necessarily chipping in for like anti-tank weapons, but they were chipping in for like to send vegan food to the Ukraine. Haven't they suffered enough? I'm just kidding. I tell you what annoys me about vegans. Really fun pisses me off about vegans is they're probably right. Like, not that cheese tastes anything like cheese. That is a lump of sick. But good on them for eating it for the right reasons. But if we all start eating meat overnight, we could probably save the world. I'm not going to. Look at me, I'm skinny as a junkie's dog. Like, imagine the sorry state my body would be in if I quit sausages. Not gonna happen. But I know I probably should if we want the future of the world. It's tough. It's not, you know what I mean? At the end of in every history, there would have definitely been people who think they were doing the wrong thing, but just don't care. Do you know what I mean? At the end of slavery, there definitely would have been somebody who was like, oh, I know it's wrong to own people, but I don't like picking cotton. And that's basically the opinion of everybody who eats meat, in a way. You know what I mean? Because it's delicious. And I'm not saying, I've done a little bit for the climate movement, I guess. I went to the Climate Extinction Rebellion protest when I lived in London. Shit, don't recommend living in London. I'll tell you how bad it is living in the UK. Actual princes leave. That's how bad it is. Sure, he had a lot of food in the fridge and a memory foam pillow too, but even he's like, Harry was like, no, I'm out. Done. But anyway, well, I was there, and I was like, that some times just ended badly. But I went to the Extinction Rebellion protest. I was there, we were all there, day one. I was like, yeah, power to the people. We took over some streets, we waved some flags, a lot of colours, like Woodstock sort of a thing going. They had a song that they would sing, which was climate justice now. People gonna rise like water. And after I heard that a couple of times, I was pretty pro-extinction. Changed my mindset. I was like, you know what, it'll be fine. Animals will evolve, we'll get newer, better types of animals. You know, like those hairless cats? Extinct ones and everything. What are polar bears? We'll get bull polar bears. It's gonna be fine. I was there, Extinction Rebellion. Anyway. Vegan chicken calves. What was talking about? What's nice. So, yeah, fundraising. Because it's cool, because for years we've been donating money to different causes, right? Buying rice for Yemen, flour for Somalia, and things like that. It's kind of cool knowing that the charity dollars are going towards a blind fucking tank. Obviously, it's awful, but we're badass. We all love Arnold Schwarzenegger films, don't we? Thank you, so I solved that. Let's try another one. Sorry?
Inflation.
Well, it's good for something, right, isn't it? Now you can't spend money on dumb shit as much as you used to be able to. You know what I mean? You cancel that subscription to... the modelling, the magazines with the models where they send you an aeroplane and they sit on a shelf gathering dust for the rest of your life. You're like, I have to collect them all. I've got a Spitfire, I've got a Messerschmitt, and then... Not so much. Less shit cluttering in your house. Why? Because you can't afford it. You're struggling to live. Day to day. And that makes us better. Do you know what I mean? I've started gardening. Not necessarily out of love, more out of necessity. That's good. It's good. Get your hands dirty, being a part of the food creation process. That's a good side of inflation, isn't it? Lucy, this is your area here. This is all spot on, isn't it? Yeah, inflation, that's good. That's a good inflation. Balloons are great. Balloons. Don't have balloons without inflation, do you? Tyres, you look out that window right now. See cars, you know how they're driving? Their tyres are what?
Inflated.
Got one more and sorry. One more. Good, you've got a chance here. I'm poised ready to let you in.
I can try that thing.
Yes! Yes! I'm getting through to you people! Hell yeah! Fantastic, this is good. This is why I do this, you know? Breaking through your tough layer and getting deep within you. Making you a better person. What's good about advertising? How did you find out about this show? How did you? Okay, no, that doesn't. Somebody here would have. Does anyone here see any of the ads that I made?
Yeah.
Cool.
Advertising brought us here. Destiny and advertising. Thank you very much. That's really good. I started hearing voices in my head not that long ago. At first I thought I'd gone a little too hard on my self-prescribed ADD medication. But then I realised that I had a very special gift. That I was actually able to transcendentally pronounce that word. Transcendentally communicate with people's past lives. Do you believe that we get reincarnated time and time again? Yeah. Sure. Well, yeah, let's keep this show moving, mate. Just give me what he needs. Let's just get it going. We're just gonna milk answers out of us until he gets what he needs to hear. Absolutely. Just fucking get it on with. Throw the dog a bone. Good, I'm glad. We carry, some of the trauma of our past lives within us. So what I thought I'd do is I'd do some meditate, some work, some medium, transcendental medium work, and I will communicate with some of the past lives that you may have. So I'd like a volunteer. Was it Alex, wasn't it? Alex, please welcome to the stage, Alex. Oh, you can stay there as well. As long as your past lives, shut up. Come on, Alex, mate. We've got people at the back here that they really want to be elsewhere. Well, sorry. Annabelle. Always the fucking Annabelle. It's a punctual name, Annabelle. They sound all fun and games, but in real life, cutthroat. Cut sounds like a type of flower, stings like a type of bee. Okay. This is very interesting. It's very interesting. Your name is Kevin, and you're a gambling addict. Yeah, not a lot of stories to tell. Kevin spent all of his money on gambling, which is pretty unfortunate. He sold some stuff on the trading post. All of his ads said no time wasters. He had shit to do. It's a very specific joke for people who maybe spend too much time on Facebook Marketplace. You do that? Yeah.
Too many guitar amps.
Too many guitar amps. Absolutely.
Oh, and oh.
They say no time wasters.
Absolutely.
Who plays guitar and has what are the guitar people got time to do? Yeah, I've got Bong Street, mate. If you want to show interest in my Fender Tube amp, you better be ready to talk business. I've got stuff to do, mate. I've got a deli to go buy Doritos at, alright? I am a busy man in the guitar industry. If you're ever bored, right, here's a fun thing to do. If you ever get bored, just go, because you can search no time wasters. Just find the shit they're selling. What do you think? True Blood mugs, $3. What have you got on? Apparently, no time to waste. I like to just go and see how much of their time I can waste. It's just a little. Hey, we've all got hobbies, right? Annabelle likes destroying souls. I like no time wasting their time. Anyway, so back to Kevin. Okay. Right, and that's the thing about gambling addiction too. It's like addiction, obviously terrible occurrence afflicting our society. But yeah, there's different types of addictions, but there are addictions that have better stories to tell. Alcohol, drugs, great stories. I don't know if you've ever been to a Narcotics Anonymous meeting, but they have some stories to tell. Gambling Anonymous, not as much. You know? What's the worst thing? Oh, you know, I tried to pick out my mum after a game with Connect 4 or something, and I lost. You know what I mean? I'm saying if you're running like an HBO special and you needed some inspiration and you had the two doors, Gambling Anonymous, Narcotics Anonymous, you're gonna go Narcotics Anonymous. I actually lost a friend of mine a couple of years back to suicide. He killed himself in a backpackers hostel, actually a couple of streets away from here. He took his own life. He'd been an alcoholic for years. The rehab clinic said he was one of the worst that they'd ever seen. Or one of the best. That's why I like to look at it the way Jono would. Good. He was a fucking great alcoholic. Had the last couple of years with the best of his life. He was just doing shots of hand sanitizer everywhere. He went out with a bang. That's what I'm saying. But it's hard watching losing somebody to an addiction because you kind of watch him slowly kill himself over a matter of time and years. And in a way, some of this show is inspired by the things that I had to do to sort of deal with the loss of that friend. But eventually, he basically just pushed so many people away that his last resort was a backpackers hostel. And so, like, I kind of want to think that he wanted to get better. That he woke up one day and was just like, today's the day. I get my life back on track. I've got to quit booze. I've got to make it up to my family and friends. And he heard somebody playing Wonderwall on the acoustic guitar for the last fucking time. Like, you know what? I'm out. I'm done. But you know, I like to think that he's still with me, that partly I helped write this show. Now he died. It was obviously a tragic circumstance. I think you know talk about here, but fuck, he had some good stories. If you go on the bend for 10 or so years, you're gonna end up with some tales to tell, and that is what I think is the sad part that gambling addicts don't have. Is great stories like that. I don't want to be shitting on, like, I'm not shitting on gambling gambling paid my wages for a while there. Not directly, I was the recipient of a major arts grant called Job Seeker. And gambling, they chipped into that. They definitely did. And like I'm not against all types of gambling. Like greyhounds are pretty cool. Every time you see a greyhound race, you get to see one dog win. And 9 people get new pets, which is really nice, isn't it? So, what I'm saying is, like, why is gambling so, like, our society, our government is gambling? Like, yeah, that's cool, you can go and gamble. I think gambling should have to chip in for the arts, personally. If there's gambling in place, they should legally have to have live performance art. Maybe music, maybe comedy, maybe whatever the fuck this is. Yeah. But then, you know, it motivates people. Like, I was out in town the other day, it was about pretty early in the morning, and a woman came up to me, she had no teeth. That's important. For the next bit. So she says, hey brother, can I have a couple of bucks for some milk? I was like, sister, you ain't got teeth. Get paid for milk. But I would have given her the money had we not lived in a cashless society. I had no change. If she had a square reader, or maybe like a microchip in her neck, I would have just gone, there you go, get some milk. I would have done that. But I admire the hustle. I respect the hustle out there getting shit done early in the morning. And I was like, well, we're wasting a precious labour source here, aren't we? These are motivated people. What about, get this, we can rebuild the manufacturing sector off the back of better labour. We're paying him anything. We give him some beds too, not many. They don't like to sleep much, do they?
3 times a year.
3 times a year, yeah. They can share, a little roster going on there. Food, they don't eat much. And we funnel that money that we earn from manufacturing into addiction rehabilitation programs that fit for purpose. Think about it, right? We can rebuild a whole factory on the backs of mental labour. Like, I don't want to generalise here, but it is fair to say that a lot of people on meth love holders. I've got a mate on meth, he loves holders so much, he actually lives in a corridor. So that's what I'm saying, so that's... So what I'm saying is, if Kevin was on methamphetamine and not gambling addict, he would have been more fun. At least he would have played with his kids, you know. Which means, you know, is motivated. So it's been really beautiful talking to Keith. He's got some advice for you. It says race number 7 tomorrow at Tamworth. Digger Nick is the one that goes forward here. Pretty good. You just got time for one more. One more past life. I'm a past life. I can hear them. I can hear her coming from quite. She wasn't just. Yours was Madeline McCann. No, not that one. It was a different one. It was the same name, not the girl who disappeared. She loved dogs like a bit too much. Like, not like that, you fucking crescent. She's like those dog shows. She was always entering them, she never won. She just didn't know when to quit. Some people don't know when to quit. They just keep doing it. Oh, 10 room full of 10 people, that'd be good, They don't quit. They're not going anywhere, they're not doing anything. Just quit, Madeline, they said. Quit. All of those fucking oodle dogs. She loves oodles, roodles, spoodles. What is it with those dogs? You just get a normal dog, you stick a poodle in it, jacks the price right. Yeah, chuck a poodle in it, or $4 grand there, I reckon. They're hypoallergenic. Well, personally, I'd rather have a normal dog and take a Zyrtec, but that's just me. Anyway, Madeline McCann has some advice for you. She says, never give up. You've made it. It's been really successful. 5 minutes. Jeez, how do we bring it all together? How do we bring it to a close? Chat. It's been pretty special, hasn't it? We've all learned things about ourselves, about each other, haven't we? There's been highs, there's been lows. That's life. You know, sometimes there are highs, sometimes there are lows. But as long as we just keep moving forward and trying hard and manifesting. That's the thing. You guys know about manifestation? Manifestation is where you use the power of you visualize what it is you want most in the world. And you put that energy out into the cosmos. And it will happen. Jim Carrey famously manifested. He wrote himself a check for $10 million when he had no money. He wrote a check. He manifested. And then he got paid $10 million for Dumb and Dumber. His friends, imagine your mate who's really good at pulling faces, just like, sign my name and made me a check for $10 million. But it happened, didn't it? I tried doing that with my bank account, said insufficient funds. Just manifesting that stuff. Kanye West manifested being the greatest rapper in the world. Why can't even rap? I don't know if you've seen that documentary about a genius where they have to spell it phonetically, genius. Just that spells fucking savant, doesn't it? Broken it down so he could pronounce his own documentary. Guy can't even rap. You see him in that, he gets on the table at Def Jam Records and he starts saying some shit. Nowhere near being the best rapper of all time. And he's just like, I'm going to be the best rapper of all time. And he manifested it. Because now people are like, yeah, Kanye West. But they did say that. You're pretty quiet now, aren't you? I've been saying this for years. I'm saying Kanye West is not that good. People will be like, whoa, man, don't you diss Kanye. I'm good at calling these things as well. Said the same thing as well before Lance Armstrong. Remember him, the cyclist, when he got found out he was using drugs the whole time. I was like, no, I don't trust him. People were like, but he had testicular cancer. He had one removed. I was like, yeah, have you ever had testicles and ridden a bike? That's an unfair advantage. You never should have worn the yellow jersey. That was a pretty edgy opinion, but that's... Bill's edgy opinions. I got one in the show. Anyway, that's why I didn't get a job at Rebel Sport. So what I'm talking about is manifestation. So what I thought we'd do is together, we would do some manifestation. So I want us to close our eyes. We're going to collectively do manifestation. I'll need to repeat. I manifest. Just me and you. Love and happiness.
Love and happiness.
For Bill. And undeniable success.
Undeniable success.
You can already tell where I'm going. For Bill. I manifest.
I manifest.
An unpredictable end to this show.
Unpredictable end to this show.
For Bill. Thanks. I'll tell you what, I manifested, like, I thought I'd manifested more people. There was like a woman crying at my feet, being like, can you save me? I think my problem is I have a thing called intrusive thoughts. So I'm trying to do the manifestation. It's like, because you do them on YouTube, it's like, you are a success magnet. You are driving into a pool of money. Oh, imagine if your dog died tomorrow. You are a celebrity. Attracting wealth. Guts all over the road, you scrape them up with a thong. So I think rather than have amazing success, because I want to have like a boat, you know what I mean? Not like a yacht, just like a Popeye, right? That'd be pretty cool. Cool barbecues on there. But then I don't have a dead dog over, so I think what's happened here is I've manifested this kind of mediocrity. But anyway, that's it. So guys, this has been really important for everybody. But look, if there were some serious moments, if you had some serious thoughts during that show, hey, maybe I wasn't joking, maybe I was just sugarcoating some medicine. If you did, that's because I wasn't, you know, it's who knows? That's up to you, it's up to interpretation. But we do need to talk more about mental health. Not much more, because people do talk about it a lot. But a little bit more, but that's nearly the end of the show. But I just want you to know that we are now family. That I love you, and hopefully you love me. And I think I just want to get everyone on their feet. This last bit, we're going to punch in the air. And I want you to repeat after me and sing the words. Ready? We have to wait for the drop. Ready? It's coming up. It's important. Alright, you ready? Alright. I'm a believer. I'm a believer. I'm a believer. Yeah. I'm a believer. Keep singing. I'm a believer. Join my call. I'm a believer. We're shooting the bus and land somewhere. I'm a believer. We'll look at matching outfits. I'm a believer. Free love. Everyone's just free love all the time. I'm a believer. Then a comment will come by. I'm a believer. We'll all kill ourselves in the next round. I'm a believer. Join me, everybody. Yeah, join me. I'm a believer. That was right. That was probably the bit there where I should have finished. I think that the last bar, the energy started tipping. Anyway, that's the end of the show. Thank you very much. I love you all. Thanks for coming. I'm going to go downstairs and drink a beer after I get this card.